How's it going, guys? Today we have the B8 S4 here today, and we're going to try to solve the Mechatronic issue with an adaptation. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so let's go over the Mechatronic issues in the B8 S4. It is only in the B8 S4, maybe in some of the earlier models like 2013, that you guys had Mechatronic issues. There's multiple issues coming from the Mechatronic unit, wiring, and maybe even fluid. The biggest one is usually the adaptation. This is the kiss point of when the clutches touch and it letting go. This is a manual transmission. The computer is controlling a manual transmission. This is kind of hard. We are going to try to solve it today with doing a simple Mechatronic adaptation. What that entails is we're going to tell it where it kisses, when to release, and all that good stuff. But you guys need to know how to actually properly do it. So maybe you might solve your issues instead of spending $3,000 to $5,000. So first things first, we're going to take you guys for a drive to show you what the Mechatronic unit is doing. So did you guys see? He actually came to a complete stop. The car then decided to hit the clutch and engage the clutch when it's supposed to stay released. So this right here is probably just an adaptation issue. If he had some weird crazy fault codes or this car was just banging at the stop, I would think maybe a Mechatronic unit. But he's telling me this is a temperature dependent thing. Just to let you guys know about electricity, the hotter it gets, the more resistance you have. Also, don't forget, when it's hot, things expand and you could change the tolerance, or say for instance the contact of a wire. So now that it's cold, he says when it's cold it doesn't do it, but when it's nice and warm it happens more often. So, all right. So guys, we verified that we actually have an issue with the Mechatronic unit acting weird in some sort of way. Like as you saw, we came to the stoplight and the car decided to jolt forward. So now the next thing, we're gonna do an adaptation. What we're gonna use is VCDS as the program we're gonna use to adapt it. We need to have the temperature below 50 Celsius. So I found 45 Celsius works the best. Right now the car is at 34 Celsius, so we got to do this adaptation pretty quick. The trans does warm up very quickly. So now I'm going to show you what I do when I'm doing the adaptation. So let's go inside and do it. Alright guys, as you see, the temperature is at 43 Celsius. This is perfect. We're going to come right into 45, which is my spec. Under 50 is probably your best bet. So we're going to go to basic settings. And here, we're going to click, don't do the first one, we're just going to do the first three. So main pressure, valve calibration. Go ahead and press go. The calibration of the clutch valves. Oh, it finished correctly. There we go. And we got calibration of distance sensors. Perfect. So that is all of the adaptations that I will usually do that get everything I need to accomplish. I don't need to erase counter for start stop, etc., etc. The fact that his car just passed everything, that means the DSG in my mind is good. There you go. There we go. See? Did not have a jerk there, guys. It was kind of scary. Kind of felt like it was gonna do it, but it didn't. So we can hang him left or right. And that goes to show an adaptation can solve your little issues that a dealership might quote you a Mechatronic unit. OBD11 did come up with an option to do the adaptation. Duly note, sometimes they don't always get the addresses correct on different models. My friend has a B8.5 model and he couldn't do one of the adaptations. If you call them up and talk to technical support, they will fix it for you, and you can also use OBD11 instead of this expensive tool. But VCDS is a great tool, hands down. If you are working on Audis, Volkswagens, you better get one. So guys, as you saw, we successfully adapted that transmission and it functions correctly. It now does not jerk when we come up to the stoplight, which is the customer's concern. Duly note, guys, go take it on the highway. Spend, an hour trip, I understand might be long, but that'll fully adapt the transmission and make sure everything is perfect like butter. So, other than that, guys, thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned.